Friday night baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jordan Lyles gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that's
leading off tonight for Minnesota
throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4.
Nope.
When he's good, he can be really good, and when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully, he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Hit.
He's been told batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something.
Standing in now, number 22, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average for him coming in at 322, 6 home runs and 16 RBI. Here it comes on 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Slow roller out to short. Right to him. Bare-handed. Got him. Look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Zach?
Really?
Everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Newman is there, 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brooks Lee. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Ready on 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he's on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Number 31 gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year. And we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
With that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Salvador Perez is someone that's trying to work through some stuff right now. He won the Silver Slugger last year in the American League, but by watching him this year, it looks like he's using that Silver Slugger bat at the plate because he has no bat speed right now. We'll see if he can finally get it going.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. He will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball.
The catcher,
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Base is empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Perez is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game going, but you have to take a
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Into the box now. We'll start things out in the top half of the second. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Thomas. He's got it 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Now at the plate, Royce Lewis. He'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 days.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks. Sleep better at night.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Obradovich, a 6'4" switch hitter. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3-year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
And that's the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, and Robinson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance. It's ball 1. Lewis at third with 2 away. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And to score from third, the tying run.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, Dero, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always wanted to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
In now, Isaac Rich, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Comes set and the 0-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Kenna will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends. Get a run on 2 hits. So now it's Mark Canha. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Canha.
0-1. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summerskill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively.
Batting
And
fifth,
guys, taking a look at this,
the
this
designated
defense is
hitter,
going to have to be stout
Edward
today. Starting pitcher
Oliveira.
with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
And that misses 1-1. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot down the line. This is a foul ball. It's steady at 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. Settling in now, Jonathan Ynoa. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. KC down in order. We play 2 full innings and we are tied 1-1. At the plate, Sean Obradovic. He singled his last time up.
Sean Obradovic.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And ball 1-0. Pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down. So digging in now with number 22. 0-for-1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slap hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extended his hit streak to 18. Are you aware of something like that?
He's swinging the bat really low, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Now the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. So stepping in, Brooks Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. That's lifted the other way out to left. Kenna moves over, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1.
We're back now as the Royals line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. And a big part of the problem has been a noticeable lack of power. They're near the bottom of the league in both home runs and slugging percentage, which in today's game makes it very difficult to generate very much of it. One member of the front office told me, you have to be able to drive the base. That doesn't always mean hitting home runs. We aren't doing that, so we have a lot to figure out moving forward to put ourselves in a better position. For now, we'll have to wait and see what kind of adjustments they can make.
2 balls, no strike.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Now in the box, Kevin Newman. The first chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Rolled slowly down the 3rd baseline. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Bobby Witt. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Thomas, the runner at second with one away. Towards second. So that's 2 down.
The center fielder.
Standing in, Drew Waters. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And that will bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over part of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice piece of hitting right there.
Vinny Pascarella stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching.
2-1, here it is. The count now is 2-2. He's set. The 2-2. Fouled away. And tried to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. A run for the Royals on the RBI double. We're through 3 here at the K, and the Royals have taken a 2-1 lead. Digging in, Shorty Holt will try to get it going here to begin the 4th. First offering on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first down. Stepping up now, Royce Lewis will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Takes this the other way to right. Thomas back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, the designated hitter, Cody.
Striding forward now is the DH, Cody Rodriguez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And then swung on and missed for strike 1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count lead. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is stepping in and ready for another shot. Salvador Perez set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Try again, 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Hit sharply on the ground. And will have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8-pitch at bat, and he's able to work the base pitch.
Left fielder.
He threw everything but the pitch in sync at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs,
Whoa,
and on the
that's
8th
inside.
pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now another 2-2. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
Now
Riding in,
the designated
Edward
hitter.
Olivero. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Olivero.
First pitch coming, here it is. This is foul right side. Perez, base runner at first with 1 out. Fastball called for strike 2. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The next 0-2. Popped up. Keeley in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
One
Next
ball,
0-2 misses,
2 strikes.
and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and miss.
The 1-2. This is on the ground over the first. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Royals 2 and the Twins 1. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Up next for Minnesota, Dan Robinson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Big curveball swung on and missed, 0-1. Line drive to center field. Watson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Now to the plate, Isaac Rich. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at third.
Now batting. Second
The
fielder.
batting order turns over now and set to go on over double. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. 1-0 the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is digging in to try it again. Jonathan Pinoa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The second baseman.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. power. Good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Swing, and he pops him up. Lewis onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, Kevin Newman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Yeah. Ball and a strike. Ball. 2-1. Fastball well outside.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, when you don't get a call that's that good, yes, the winners, maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike taken, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Down the first baseline. Foul ball. The count holds it 0-2. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Put on the ground to third. And a stolen base winds up as a moot point as the inning is over. One left for Kansas City. They lead it 2-1.
Number 22.
This is line to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs. Start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Stepping in now, Alex Healy. Throw, and he's pulled out on a close play at first. Now that's Twin up. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Straight up, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Into the box, Shorty Holt, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
First baseman.
Striding into the box, Royce Lewis. First pitch coming. Here it is. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Counting them now at 1-1. Man at first with 2 outs. out in a 2-2 ball game. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line.
Way to go.
Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he said it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the stands.
Number 65. 0-1.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Drew Watney stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
1-2.
Bounces to the left side. Played on the backhand. Oh, he's in there. He beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
I know we didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
A glove by the 3rd baseman for the out.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Mark Canha. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Oh, that's low. Fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Now the double steal is on here. Back up the middle. He is in there. And Lockdown's throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 15. Designated hitter.
Riding forward now, Edward Olivera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The set and the 1-1.
Nope.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped that he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And it's fouled away. He's set. The 2-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on swings.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Royals strand a pair. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Now for the designated hitter, Colby Obradovich. Goes 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Lifted down the line in left. Canha sprinting after it. And they can't run it down. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the swing.
Now batting, Dan Robinson. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
And that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider.
Now batting.
Ready for
The
another
right fielder.
chance. Isaac
Rich.
First pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Stepping in, Jonathan Inoue.
Way to go for the
Here's the
Royals.
first pitch to him.
The second baseman.
In there,
Jonathan.
strike 1, 0-1.
In no.
behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him. When the swing came through the zone, I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And that's in there, base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Holt has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bobby Witt. Well, go with things at the plate for him so far, but his guys were looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Yep, that ball went out.
Outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage. Nice breaking ball.
Oh, that's not
over. Or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
Drew Waters would be next. 3-1. Here it is. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are tied 2-2. Matt Strahm has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup, stepping in Sean Overdove. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
1-1 the count. 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Number 15. Come on, come in, hit here in a big spot.
Number 15.
1-0. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball, 1-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first, but the runner's back easily. He's running. Hit sharply on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing in a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, placing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great
Your attention, please.
Tyler W. come on the pinch hit here, and if they don't
Number
walk
30.
him, he'll have a great
Tyler
RBI opportunity with runners
W.
at second and third and nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The average sits 303 entering play. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
A ball and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with 1 big out on the scoreboard now.
The batter.
Ready now. Brooks Lee. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk.
Now
and the force play is now in order.
Jordy.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Jordan Polk, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Kenner has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. Ball in the tag will get him at home plate as that keeps the
Your
number
attention,
15
please.
will stay in the ball game
This
as he
game
takes over in
Golden
center. Tyler
Now playing
W.
center
will stay in the ball game as he'll
Number
take over at
15.
first base.
Now
Trevor
pitching for the
Rosenthal
Twins.
is on to pitch out
Number
of the
98.
bullpen in the bottom half of the
Trevor
8th.
Rosenthal.
Fouled away. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's the first down.
Now
Digging
back.
in,
The
Vinny
first baseman.
Pastorella.
Vinny
Here comes the first pitch.
Pastorella.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Wind up and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there. Ball was
The
down
catcher,
below the
number
knees.
13.
He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Salvador Perez, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Rich moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. In now, Mark Kenner. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. In there, 0-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Oh, you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Royals lead 1. Score remains deadlocked.
Ladies
Taylor
and gentlemen,
Clark
your
will be on the
attention,
mound to
please.
start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the
Number
bottom
45.
half.
Taylor.
First pitch
Clark.
on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. That is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And he's strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box.
Designated
He'll
hitter.
swing it from the left
Colby.
side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
1 ball, 1
fastball
strike.
that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up.
Clark typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake-bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to pack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the causes of that, Matty V, he needs a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted into the air out towards center field. One moves over, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1. So next to the plate for the Royals, Edward Oliveira. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
0-2.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Edward Oliveira sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Lane Thomas. First delivery to him on the way.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now a change up, but it misses just a little below the zone. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. Royals go down 1-2-3. And this ready once again. Isaac Rich.
The right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Fouled off. The next 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first one. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Whip is up with it. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
Now back. Number 15.
Up where we left off. Number 15. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless, coming to the plate now, Kevin Newman. No hits to this point.
Royals, the third baseman.
And this one runs up high. Ball one. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Now the 2-0 home. 2-1 the count. The 2-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Abradavis ranging into shallow right. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Bobby Witt.
Here's the 0-1.
Ball one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of it.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels,
The
right?
center fielder,
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, can't get on first base if you strike out.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. KC down in order. Score remains deadlocked.
Your
Domingo
attention, please.
Tapia takes the
Now
mound to
pitching
start
for
the
the Royals.
11th inning.
Number 51.
Stepping in, Tyler
Domingo
Tapia. He'll look to bounce
Tapia.
back after striking out his last time up.
Off
And
the
he'll
plate,
start
ball
the inning
one.
with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
The count 1 and 1.
The 1-2. Here's a sinker that misses for a ball. This is on the ground over to first. Pascarella is there, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting. The
Digging in
shortstop.
once again, Brooks Lee. And the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Left field. Jordy.
Digging in now, Shorty Holt, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
Oh, that's
Taken
out.
outside for ball one. Two out, nobody on. And that one got a piece of it.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate, Royce Lewis. There are two gone and a possible go-ahead run at first. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Thomas. And the inning is over. So no runs. Now at the plate, Vinny Pascarella. He'll start
Leading
things
up
out
for
here
the
in a
Royals.
tie ball game.
The first baseman, Vinny Pascarella.
Sam
Your
comes
attention,
on
please.
now, and he's just hoping to
Now
keep this
pitching
thing
for the
tied.
Twins.
No save opportunity
Number
here.
44. Cole.
And that's into the corner.
Sam.
Foul ball to right. Sam, native Floridian. This is his second year as a major leaguer. Popped up. Sands calls for it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, catcher.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot
Salvador.
for the Royals. Salvador Perez.
Perez.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a
Count
1-for-4
1-0.
day. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's
Outside,
able to
that's
lay
the ball.
off here as it moves to 2-1 now on the Royal backstop. Drilled down the line. It eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Stepping into the
No
box,
fielder.
Mark Hanna looking to change his fortunes here. 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Rich is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Royals go down 1-2-3. Score remains 2. Next will be the designated hitter,
Leading off
holding
for the
the
Twins.
numbers.
The designated hitter.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Oblique top hit.
Oh,
And a
that's out.
changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. This one's down to third. And there's one down to start the clock.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in, Dan Robinson. 1 for 4 for the game. Smoked on the ground left side. Into left field for a 1-out hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other
The
way
batter.
right there. Nice knock
The
to
right
the
fielder.
opposite field. That's a
Nice
switch
hit.
hitter's delight, the ability to use ball parks.
And a big pitch coming here late. So he'll step out and ask for time. In now, Isaac Rich, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1. And
1
it's
ball,
1-1.
1 strike.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away. That was pretty obvious
Now
in live action that
second
ball
baseman.
was hit hard. And after
Draw.
analyzing it with our show track
Oblique
technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit below. An impressive swing of the bat. Stepping in now,
D-Rod.
Sean
On 1.
in the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Yanked
1-1.
the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Sinker
2
misses
balls,
that
1
time, and
strike.
it's 2-1.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. Starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Swing and a miss, and that dodged a major bullet that time. 2 away. Number 15, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Robinson on second. Rich at first. 2 out in the inning. The 0-2. And another foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit short. Reined in. On the first, and the Twins are turned away here. Now at the plate, Edward Oliveira.
Leading up for the Royals.
Here comes the first pitch.
The designated hitter.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on a leadoff single. The bag, and he's nabbed. Trying for 2.
Now back, second baseman, Jonathan Inoa.
Stepping into the box, Jonathan Inoa. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And he's going to get there. And there's your winning run at third now with only 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Standing in, Lane Thomas. And he might very well get 4 wide here to try to set up a double play ball, but still get him out of here time.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. This game looks like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. And you can win this thing in walk-off fashion. What a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win.
We witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
He wound up with 3 hits, triple, a double, a single, very close to the cycle, but he wasn't able to lose one over the fence. Still a great game to the plate, though.
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. Domingo Tapia gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watkins. Welcome to just off I-70 on the east side of town. We're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, it's an American League Central Division matchup between the Minnesota Twins and the Kansas City Royals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Chris Buckvich, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
The 2-1 home. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Waters moving in. He can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
So striding in, Tyler W. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. W. playing here in his age 26 season. Got plenty of contract security. This is the first year of a new 5-year deal.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in the team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your tip.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And 2-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's into center field for another base hit. And trouble's brewing here to start the ball game.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right
here. Into the box, Tim Koo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he will make the play, and an important one it was, as those runners will have to hold now with 1 away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Middle and off the pitcher's leg. Safe after the recovery. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not it's going to be okay. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Shorty Holt. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Obradovic. At third, W over at second. Buxton. First, one gone. And he misses there. 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Hit hard to the right. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. And not in time with the run score. Into the box now. Hobing Obradovic. And now the Twins look to plate more in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And the first pitch misses high here. Perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Thomas makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Tag from Perez. Won't get him. Safe at the plate.
Always productive to score runs when he can. That sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
First pitch on its way. Flying toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 pushing. And he will make it to third by a whisker as he's safe on a very close play. Lewis. Settling in now, Royce Lewis. We take a look at the splits between April and May. Set and the pitch. Too low, 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
1-0 delivery.
That's
fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
3-0 now. 3 runs already home here. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. He wanted a fastball and he can't connect. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And this is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does. Now to the plate, Bobby Witt. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the shortstop.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty B, this team's been playing some good ball. You know, Yogi Berra has that saying, it's getting late early, and D-Row, they're starting to open up a nice lead in the month of May. I like it.
Yeah, without question, this team has played well. The whole month of April, found themselves in first place with a nice division lead, and they want to continue to put that foot on the block.
That will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
This one's flared off to the right side. Holt coasts under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. Danny, any thoughts?
Vinny
Perez is definitely a guy. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fourth.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez. And
That's
pulled
ball.
off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Witt on third with 2 out. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail it here. Set to get his day started, Dan Robinson.
Leading off for the Twins.
It's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Despite possessing some of the nastiest stuff in the big leagues, Buckvich came into the year with high expectations, but has looked somewhat shaky so far this season.
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitches look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
2 strikes.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
A ball and a strike now. 1-1. It's a swinging strike, a little late on the fastball that time. 1 out, nobody on. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Got him swinging on the fastball. Darren Rodriguez sent packing for route number 2 in the end. Just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side. Thomas is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Mark Canha.
Leading up.
First pitch coming, here it is.
No left fielder.
And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Buxton is right there, 1 down.
Batting 6. The second baseman.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jonathan Inoa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton is under it, 2 gone.
Batting 7.
At the plate, Lane Thomas. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. 2, here it comes. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. KC down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Tim will stand in to open things up here in the third.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
High in the air down the right field line. Thomas is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner. It's 1 away now in the Minnesota third, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to Hackett, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Now this is swung out, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Thomas is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Digging in for his second at bat, Shorty Holt. First pitch of the at bat. Launches a fastball right there for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
They'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Kevin Newman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Batting ninth, the
designated Royals DA, Luke Maile, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Maile is a guy some would regard as a defense-first type of player. He excels in the field and really makes an impact on games with his glove. At the plate, however, not quite as much of a threat.
Yeah, but a guy with a defensive-minded skill set like this can play in the big leagues a long time. You can find ways to score runs, find ways to put the bat on the ball. You can't find guys that play defense the way he does.
Luke takes it in. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Bobby Witt. 2 away in the inning, and again, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound. It's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Wind up and the 0-2 pitch to short. To his right, Redondo. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting,
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. A windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Base hit into right center.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something going.
Standing in now, Royce as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pops this one up. Pascarella over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So digging in now Dan Robinson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. One-0 count. Here it is. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Adames runner at first with 2 gone. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Runners off for second. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. And the throw just does even with the bag for the side of the time. Leading off the inning, Drew Wadley. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Center fielder.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been so good. He's not messing around trying to pick his corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Holt going back on it. Out of here, into the Brewers bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Royals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ballgame.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Yep, that
This
ball went
misses
out.
the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. This is hit sharply to the left side, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now back. No left fielder.
So stepping in, Mark Canha. He flew out in his last at bat. Hit sharply on the ground, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, Hero, it's about time they got something brewing here.
Now
First pitch,
back.
single,
Second
and
baseman.
maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ball and a strike. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Kenna is off at first with 2 away. And he fouls this one off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Well, the Royals draw one closer thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Twins 3 and the Royals 1. So the lineup flips over and kicking in Darren Overdubble. He'll look to bounce back after striking out last time up. But tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Reaching in thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of it.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Now pitching for that. Here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Well behind that fastball is a swinging strike.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Adams, a native of Arizona, he was a 5th-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level. And he has a lot of time to get his skill set.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I like it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Newman is there, and he's got it for the first out. Now in the box, Number 22 will be summoned off the bench here. It's a pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. He'll enter play with that average of the sterling .331. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. From the belt, the pitch.
1-1.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Runners on the move for second. And look out. That one ran in and got him. Here's Byron Buxton now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Isaac Rich gets a call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Isaac Rich.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You can tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
1-2.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead was back to center for first base. Standing in, Shorty Holt, who got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Lifted in the air out to right. Thomas moves over, and the inning is over. Twins. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats. He said they've been chasing these pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Throw just in time. Oh, that was awfully close. Digging in, Kevin Newman flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Ground ball foul down the left side. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Fouled off. The pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this inning. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
He racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Kevin Newman becomes out number 2 this inning. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1. Coming to the plate now, Colby Obradovic. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
1-0 the count. The pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 1-1. Is laid off for ball 2. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
That's a good job right there. Very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Stepping up now, Sean Obradovic. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. He runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. gives this one up. Pascarella has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Royce Lewis. Last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You can tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive inning.
The catcher.
Riding in, Dan Robinson. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. Looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Lewis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get fouled. Ball even at 2-2. Hit out towards second. He's right there. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Bobby Witt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. High in the air down the right field line, and foul. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there swinging. Pitch before this takes a big swing and almost falls down. Then he switches it up and hits a base hit. Like a method to tell the bait switch right there. Try to go deep, count leverage, get 2 strikes, shorten up and do your job.
And it's fouled away. 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this will be fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
Nope. Ball 1.
1-2.
The count is
this
1
is a
and 2.
big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter. And he's the guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out. Hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning start.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Runner on first with 2 away. Ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2. He struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Royals leave 1. They still trail it here 3-1. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Now, Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Wyatt Mills On the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Playing center field.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2.
2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2.
Zero.
Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in the switch hitter.
Now that the first baseman, Tyler W.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way to left center. Waters on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Up next for Minnesota, number 22. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, here he is trying to keep a hitting streak alive, and he gets plunked. Like the pitcher on the mound said, here, try and hit this one. He's got a chance to make it happen right here, though.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Right side, but it's well fouled. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit hard to the right side. To his left, Pasquarello. And he'll step on the bag himself. And so now it's Mark Canha. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a blue and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Miller.
Hit hard to third. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off.
The throw will be in time at first, and Miller's got it rolling here. 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. KC down in order, and it remains. Leading off the inning, Isaac Rich. They'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And the pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Waters coming on. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again. Shorty. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air to center. Waters is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now it's a play, Colby Obradovich. He'll step out and ask for time. He's trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Number 15 will get the call of pinch hit here. We'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. A big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
It counts 1-1.
Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily when the side is retired.
Your
Number
attention,
15
please.
will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
Ready for
Number
another
15.
shot now. Kevin Newman. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 1 for 5. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
1-1.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Holt is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Up next to the Royals.
Striding
The
forward
designated
now
hitter.
is the DH. Luke Maile, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Key shot here out towards short. On the first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
So the batting order turns over now. He's set to go with Bobby Witt. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And he misses again, 2-0. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be won. So let's see if you can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be an order here. Into the box now. Drew
center fielder.
And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take the deep.
Your
If you allow him to
attention,
get on base,
now
the chances
pitching
of
for
him scoring and
Minnesota.
tying this game become a lot
26.
greater.
TJ Bradley enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Now playing center field.
And it's fouled
Number
away.
15.
Bradley certainly comes at you with the big fastball, but the only knock on it is the apparent lack of control. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Witt facing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. 1 left for Kansas City. Score holds. It's 3-1. Taylor Clark enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right
Leading
where
up
it
for the
is
twin.
heading to the bottom of the
The
9th.
second baseman. Your attention,
Lee
please.
will try to get his club a little
for
9th
Minnesota.
inning insurance as he'll
Number
grab a bat
21.
to pinch hit, leading
Brooks.
things off here.
Lee.
9th inning
1-0.
begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on the first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting. The third
Riding
baseman.
into the box, Royce Lewis. Ready, here's the first offering. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as the left-hander starts to throw. Swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. stepping up to the plate, Dan Robinson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. One and two to the Twins catcher. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a hard liner towards short. This will find the shortstop's glove for the.
Your attention, please.
Will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here. Vinny Pasquarella stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ballgame.
Now
this one swing here has been the entire offense to this point as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Cole Sands, the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. And he fouls this one off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard up the middle. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a fluke and a blast. He didn't want a blooper, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
No balls and 1 strike. Pasquarella aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to the left side. He's got it. There's one. Out. Back to first. The 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Into the box now, Mark Canha. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Minnesota Twins posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Joe Ryan wins his league-leading 10th game of the year. Chris Buckvich was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Cole Sands records the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 3-1. The New York Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they dismantled the White Sox 8-1. The Detroit Tigers tallied 5 home runs overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 11-3. Michael Franco was unconscious at the dish, driving in 9 runs as the Nats downed the Tribe 14-0. The Rays combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 3-2. Jake Lamb drove home 3 runs, helping lead the Angels to the victory over Oakland 4-2. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Tyler Wells was victorious for the 5th time this season, leading the Orioles to victory over the Rangers 3-1. The Astros hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-5. The Atlanta Braves racked up 11 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. The Mets got 11 hits overall as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-3. The win was their 6th in a row. The Colorado Rockies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-1. The Philadelphia Phillies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-6. The Cubs starting pitcher, number 50, twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen as the Cubs took down the rival Cards 5-0. He is among the NL leaders in shutouts. The D-backs pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 1-0. The Padres totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 8-5. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.